Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, I'm Stefania. Today I'm gonna show you my new planner. I didn't do a full unboxing video because I've ordered this one from Amazon and it was inside a box with other things, and so I didn't want to create a real unboxing because I had to open the box earlier to take out all the things I needed. I wanted to show you this beautiful little planner because in case you don't know it, I also use always a planner, not just my bullet journal, and I thought it would be interesting to show you around a product that, according to me, could be pretty lovely, I would say. So let's get straight into it. This is the planner that I've decided to buy. It's from Amazon.it, but I'm pretty sure you can find it also on Amazon because I've decided to buy the Italian version, but there is also, for example, the English one. The reason why I've decided to buy the Italian one and not the English one was simply because this one was also written in the description. It's a planner that stays flat, or better, you open it and you want to close on its own. I say this because the planner that I've been using this year has been giving me a few problems because of that. I hate it. I just want a planner that once you open it, it's gonna stay open and it won't constantly close, even while writing. So that was absolutely a must. Even if for the inside, I would say that the English one looked better, at least from photos. This is the planner, has two different bookmarks. This is the only thing that kind of scares me because several reviews said that the one from the previous years broke easily. They said that it basically was coming out from or here, but I won't worry too much about it until it won't happen to me. Let's cross our fingers. There is only one design, it's not like you can choose from different. And on the side here, each single month has a different color. So I'm gonna do a little walk through it so you can have an idea of how it is. There is, let's say, the first page, which is full of doodles. Then there is a page where you can write your name and your phone number. Then there is an yearly view for 2023, and then there is this page where you can write your goals and dreams for 2023. Then there are these two pages that are for project of the new year, that, by the way, I think you can also use for whatever you want. So for example, you can decide to ignore the title of the page and write here, I don't know, like new releases, for example, when books or movies or TV shows came out, or to write down important appointments. I mean, you can use it how you want. It's not that just because there's written that you have to use it for your project, you have to use for that. So, and then this is how the wall planner is. Basically, on the right you have the week, and on the left you have a white page, or better, dotted. I mean, it's empty. At the bottom there is always a, let's call it, monthly view, even if it's pretty little, but it's still functional, I would say. And it was also written in the description of the planner on Amazon that weekends were colored in a different color, and so that's why you see this. I wanted to try this planner because it's basically the same new layout I'm using in my bullet journal. With October, I've completely changed my weekly spreads. Let me know in a comment if you would want to see how my new weekly spreads are in my bullet journal, because basically I have on the left the week, just like this one, but it's on the left, and on the right I have an empty page where I write a list of things, so a to-do list, that has to be done in that week. And I also have 2 small mini trackers, which I absolutely adore. Why I've decided to buy this type of planner is because basically I changed it to this type of layout because I realized that after I was left home from one of my 2 jobs because there wasn't enough work, and I guess that's kind of life almost everywhere nowadays, sadly. I noticed that having a weekly spread like I previously had was kind of pointless, or better, it wasn't working for me anymore. In this way, I can use the empty page to write a list of things that I would have to do or would love to, according to my own plans, to do in this week, but it doesn't have to be done on a specific day. For example, I can write on the weekly page itself if I have an appointment, because I'll know that, for example, I have to go to the doctor on this day, and so here I write the doctor appointment. But other things like, I don't know, let's suppose that I want to shoot a video in this week, I can write it in a to-do list because it's not like I have to do it on a specific day. It's not like I have to do it on Monday. I can do it on Monday just like I can do it on Friday. And so I'll just write a to-do list here, and here are other things which are specific for the day. So this is definitely something that worked for me. Then each single month start with a monthly view. I am in love with this. When I started bullet journaling, I was creating always a monthly view, but I found I was barely using it. So there was even a point in which I was like, why do I keep doing it? Why do I keep putting a monthly view if I don't use it? Then I slowly started using it more and more and more, and now it's kind of a must for me because especially my bullet journal, a lot of time it can happen that I look at my monthly view to have first of all a view of the 1 month, and second because sometimes I create the weekly spreads each single week and not all together. So for example, if there's something that is gonna happen on the 21st, but I'm still in the first week, so let's suppose on the 5th of January, maybe I won't have already the week ready on my bullet journal, but I'll have the monthly view where I can put something in the specific day, and once I'm creating the weekly, I can look back at it and see what I have there. Here, sadly, there is this little thing because the bookmarks were closed inside and they left a little bit of a mark, but it's fine. It's not that bother me. Then there is again this type of page that was at the beginning of the year where you can write your project for the month, and then there is another page for your, let's say, for shopping. I'm joking, it's not only shopping, it's actually, I would say, a kind of a small finance tracker in a certain way. You can write the date, the type of outcome you had, and whether you've already paid it or not. So you can also put, for example, the bills here, and then once you pay them, you can check it, or you can simply just write, for example, you go grocery shopping and you have to write it here, and you just do it. I really like this page. I'm trying to explain it, but I know that I'm not amazing in doing it in English, so I'm sorry if And then, as you can see, we go back to the same structure. There is the name of the month, the days, and the number of week. There are always these little decorations here and there, which are pretty, nothing too complicated. And it just goes like this for the whole month. So now I'll move straight to February just to show you each single month. I'll show you the month, the projects page, and one for your outcome, and the first week. It ends with the first week of January simply because they decided to add it, even if it's not like on the first page where you have still a few days of December, because then January was starting in the week. They've added it anyway. Then there are some white pages where you can write your note or different lists. Then there is a page for Christmas, basically. And then the same page that there was at the beginning of the year for goals and dreams for 2023. It's the same page, but this time it's for 2024. Again, the same page, but for the next year, so for 2024, because the one for 2023 was at the beginning. Then you have a page for important website and a page for important phone numbers, where you can write the number and if you have other important thing, or if it's a service, what it is. Then there is the last page. It's a yearly view of 2024, and at the end there is this little pocket. Adorable. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing that I forgot to say probably at the beginning of the video was the size. This is a little bit bigger than an A6, but it's smaller than an A5. To give you one idea, this is an A5 and this is the planner. I know it's nothing too complicated, and maybe even the inside isn't anything fancy or amazing, but I love this one. I'm obsessed. I fell in love with it, and most of all, when I looked it up on Amazon, it was exactly what I was looking for, because, as I've said, this is the type of structure that works for me. However, I just wanted to spend a little bit of time telling you a thing that kind of pissed me off a little bit, quite more than just a little bit, which is some reviews have been, I would say, kind of wrong. Let me explain it. I'm not expecting a product to have always 5 stars, elsewhere probably the people that are gonna be reviewing it are people who probably have been paid to, because it's almost impossible to find a product that for everyone is a 5 stars. Okay, but this poor planner, in the specific, not this one, but the same one made for the previous year, had a lot of reviews that weren't amazing because it was too small, or there wasn't enough space to write things in the days. Oh, can you write anything here? You can write nothing. And then there were, let's say, kind of enough about this band, because they said that, as I said at the beginning, you get off from here or here, let's say even after just a few months. But moving on from the last one, which has all the right, what does bother me is actually the other type of reviews, because in the description the size is mentioned. It's not like you're looking at a photo that can be real close up and make it look like it's bigger, or far away and make it look like it's smaller. No, there are the photos and there is written how big or small this is. So when you decide to give 3 or 4 stars because that is the biggest issue, I'm sorry, but according to me, you just can't do it, because it's not like the product itself was telling you this is an A5 and then you receive something that's smaller. So that does bother me. Just like another thing that bothers me is, oh, there's no space to write anything. There are some other planners on Amazon, and I agree on this, that as photos only have this and this. So they never show the inside of the planner. And I agree, they're kind of jumping in the dark and be like, okay, it's not how I expected, there's no space, I was expecting something different. But there were photos of the inside. So before buying the product, you could see that this was exactly what would have came. Some others were like, oh, it's impossible to use, like there's not enough space. I only use something like the white page for a single day. then maybe don't buy a weekly planner, buy a daily one where you have a page for each single day. And others said that I always used a weekly planner, but there's no space here. But again, you have a photo. There are other planners that give you 2 pages for a week as well, but don't give you white pages, so there is more space for each single day. So this is up to what you want to buy. The thing is, I agree giving a review that's not amazing if the problem with the product is that you've ordered this, but you get something completely different. But once you order this is what you receive. So it does bother me, okay? Because I feel sorry for the seller, because or the brand according to the situation, because this was extremely clear. Everything was written in the description, there were photos, so those type of reviews kind of bother me. Like, a thing is to say, I thought it could work for me, but turned out it's just too small for me, but I knew the size, and so it's kind of my fault. But to be like, you don't have space to write anything, there was a photo, okay, people, there was a photo. I think that this one is pretty cute. This was the only version that you can buy. Like, I've decided to go for the Italian one. The English one is different. Anyway, this also has a pen hold, so you can put your pen here, which honestly it's kind of pointless for me. I never use that. Don't know why, I just never do it. So yeah, this is the planner that I'm gonna use next year. Quite excited. I really like how it's made inside, and it really suits what I need right now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumb up. Remember to subscribe for more videos like this one. Let me know in a comment if you use or not also a planner. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time. Bye!